Why am I sick?
What's up guys, T-Croc here, welcome to the vlog. As I said like last video, I was gonna do a video basically covering the drift event that we was holding in the area. Unfortunately, since I was working the event, it was really hard for me to just get a lot of footage and good content to actually do a good vlog about it. So instead, I'm gonna compile like basically everything that I've been doing for the past couple weeks, which has actually been a lot. And there's a couple of updates that a lot of people know about that I posted on my social media, so I'm going to cover that as well. Champcar actually went down, and unfortunately, the in-car footage did not go, like, it didn't download or even record very well. Like, I have a bunch of pictures of the event and I can explain everything. So let me actually start with that. So champcar, we, instead of going to Road America, we decided to go to Atlanta Motorsport Park, aka AMP. This is actually the first time we've been to this place, and it's a lot closer than Road America. And one of the things about it, we were only doing it for just kind of a test and tune, because right in the beginning of December, we're going to do another 16-hour at VAR, which is our home track, but it's going to be VAR North. So basically AMP went very well. The car did very well. We basically started out in, I think, 24th place and ended up in 12th or 10, something like that. And out of 40 cars, we did run into a bunch of issues, which is just because we're new to the track. AMP is a very technical track, and it's very short, so we burned through our tires very quickly. And one of the things was because of our alignment. Our alignment wasn't how we should have set it, because we usually set our alignment super aggressive because we run a lot of long tracks, and AMP is definitely not like that. So if we do go back to AMP, we did put a bunch of notes down, and we will definitely run a different alignment. But the car did extremely well. The new fuel setup was very well. We did surprise a lot of people out there. I think if we didn't run into the tire issue, that we could have probably placed in the top 5. The field was actually pretty fair as well. And we did hold ourselves against a lot of, it was very BMW heavy, and things like a lot of E36s, E30s, and that's basically who we were competing against in for C class. So that's how that went. Also, my truck, which is my daily driver, actually broke down on me. So I had a lot of other things that I was supposed to be doing for content, but instead I had to fix the truck. Just randomly driving down the road, and it just cut off on me. It had like a horrible misfire, and I really didn't have time to figure out what was going on with it. So I actually had it towed to the dealer to have them figure it out for me, because literally I had to go to work in like 2 or 3 hours. So I had it towed to them. They couldn't find anything wrong with it. Actually, when they actually received it, the truck was running fine. They did kind of hint to me that there might be a misfire, and the crazy thing about it was, I knew that my spark plugs probably need to be changed. And if you guys don't know, it's Dodge Ram 1500 4.7 flex fuel, but it, instead of just it's a V8, but instead of just having 8 spark plugs, it actually has 16. So it has 8 intake ones, and then you have 8 exhaust ones, and apparently it's for fuel efficient, blah, 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 whatever. But surprisingly, it's a lot easier to change those spark plugs compared to the V6 Eclipse. So I ended up finding that one of the spark plugs was bad. It was actually missing the ground strap and the electrode, and I was really worried that it might have had some piston valve contact, but I think that I might have caught it just in time. I'm not sure if, because I've had trouble with that spark plug, and I think it might have just been a little bit loose and just probably just burned out. And when it had that horrible misfire and cut off. I think that's what happened. But it was weird because when I went to go pick up the truck, it drove completely normal. It didn't drive like it was on 7 cylinders or anything like that. Battle of the Bay went excellent. So it was a 2-day event that the first day, well, actually it was a 3-day event. Let me back up. It was a 3-day event. Friday was kind of like a pop-up meet and greet, just people to hang out at the track. This is actually a local, like, it's Langley Speedway, so they do a lot of NASCAR. They do just a bunch of racing events, but they've never done drifting. Every time we've brought up drifting, it's always been no because of their insurance. Now a new person took over and got some different kind of insurance, and he was totally down for the drifting. We did a demo. He was super amped about it, so he was like, yes, let's do it. Now with the COVID and the guidelines and stuff like that, because you can't have a lot of people, Saturday literally sold out within an hour, which is crazy. If COVID wasn't, or any of those guidelines around, I'm pretty sure we would have had a bigger crowd. But it was amazing. It was huge. So Saturday was like kind of a car show / drifting. I did get some drifting footages. One of our good guys, Zach, who is Team Sumo Speed, he drove his car, or a car that we built for a good friend of ours that was in Sumo Speed who passed away. If you guys follow me on social media, I actually posted this car before. It's a LS400, and we put a LS motor in it. And Steve, that was Steve's goal. And literally, we had a lot of shops and a lot of companies pitch in. Siki actually made the mounts for us to put the LS motor into this car. So Zach ended up putting it into the wall, but he had a blast. He literally put it into the wall, broke the radiator, went home that night, put a different radiator in, and kept drifting on Sunday. So Sunday was raining, so Sunday was still drifting, but it was just kind of like open drift for everybody to come out. And it was still a car show as well. Saturday drifting was like, it had pros, and it was fucking crazy. So definitely very, very good event, and super excited to probably do another one of those. That's probably the second time we've actually brought drifting to this area. Actually, we brought drifting to the area, but it's always been bad outcomes, and people just, the community doesn't like it. But this one was very positive. So look forward to actually doing some more events at Langley. The last thing, and I know some people saw me post about this on social media, I am going back to school, basically to go get my bachelor's. There's a couple of reasons why. This pandemic has made me realize a couple of things. Like I said, I've been a respiratory therapist for almost 12 years, and I just feel like that it's the perfect time because, for one, they're going to pay for me to go back to school to go get my bachelor's. Two, they told me they were going to take 60, which was half of my credits from college from 11 years ago, and they will apply it. So it's literally going to take me maybe a year or less. It's all online, and I just really need to get this out the way. That way, if anything push come to shove, because there's a lot of rules that are coming into play that saying maybe they're going to start pushing for everybody to have bachelors to work in this field. And if I actually want to move up in the company, because I love doing what I do, but just in case if I want to actually go into management or anything like that, I'm going to go back to school. So what does that mean and all that stuff for car content and stuff like that? Now, I'm still going to make videos, but my main focus is going to be school, so I'm probably not going to be basically dumping a lot of money into the car, going to a lot of races personally. If it fits in my schedule, then I will do it. But my main focus is just to get this school over with and done with quickly as possible. So that's really it. That's all what's going on with me. The car, like I said, still haven't really touched it. The school thing has actually taken over a lot of things. And then the drifting and all of the events that have been going for the past couple weeks have been taking over everything I've been doing. So I will still, this doesn't mean I'm quitting the 3G and giving up. I will still be working on the 3G here and there. I'm still going to be putting content out. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.